welcome back. And today we are looking at how to divide a quantity in a given ratio. So quite often there's times where we need to share out a quantity, but not in equal proportions. So this is where ratios become really handy. Okay, and there's two methods that we can use to do this. The first one is called the unitary method, and the second one is called the fraction method. So we'll just have a look at an example. So we want to divide a cash prize of $420 between Elise and Henry in the ratio 3:4. So what this means is they're just not going to get the same, like an equal share of the prize. So the first method I want to show you is called the unitary method. Now this is essentially finding out the value of one part of the ratio and then each person's share of the ratio using those parts. So looking at our ratio, we need to work out how many parts are there in total. So the first term is 3, the second term is 4, so we add those together. So we get 7 parts in that ratio in total. So what we know is that 7 parts is equal to $420. So, of course, order is really important. The way it's written is Elise and Henry. So that means that Elise is represented by the 3, Henry is represented by the 4. Okay, so the value of one part is going to be $420 divided by 7, which gives us $60. And then it's just a matter of working out each person's share. So Elise, as I said before, is worth 3 parts. So she does 3 times 60. So she gets $180. Henry's share is 4 times 60, which is $240. So it's important to answer your question appropriately. So it's important to say, so Elise receives $180 and Henry receives $240. Don't just work with your numbers there. Make it clear what it is that you're actually doing. So our second method that we're going to use is the fraction method. Now, this is actually quicker to write out in your book, so lots of people prefer this. But in my opinion, the unitary method is easier to get your head around. So again, like lots of things in math, it's personal preference as to which method suits you. So again, we still need to work out the total number of parts in the ratio, which is, of course is 3 plus 4, which is 7. So Elisa's share works out to be 3/7 of the total. So that's where we can use our fraction and multiply that by the quantity, which gives us $180. Henry's share is 4/7 of the total because he's got 4 parts out of the 7. So we'd multiply that by 420 and that gives us $240. In this case, I think it's important to show that you've checked that each of their parts adds up to the total, because if it doesn't, obviously you've made a mistake and you need to go back and have a look where that's happened.